Right. Good stuff.
Well, that'd be, if that's for the glow fiber, that's a weird way to run it.
Anyways. I don't care if I don't have it.
Oh.
You know what?
There you go. Right. Says, hey.
See, that's how you know you're surrounded, that's how you know you're surrounded by good people.
Also, anyway.
I got.
Yeah, I had,
But oh, well.
that's okay, you get this.
Yeah.
Now the kids have to stop. So hopefully I'll dodge that.
Yeah.
I'm like this. Yeah, that's still right.
Miss Hall, you good about rock and roll?
You're good.
All right. Hey, Emma. Good. Good evening, everybody. It's my pleasure to call the November 10th, 2025 Town Council Work Section to order at 4:31. And Ms. Hall, could we have a roll call, please?
Certainly. Mr. Cockburn,
Present.
Mr. Dijak,
Present.
Ms. Estes, Ms. Hensley, Mr. Hensley,
Oh, yeah, he's here.
Ms. Pennell, not here, Mr. Sager,
Present.
and Mayor Lee.
Present. Thank you very much. Tonight's work session will be conducted in closed session as authorized by Virginia Code Section 2.2-3711A1 for discussion, consideration, or interviews of prospective candidates for employment, assignment, appointment, promotion, performance, demotion, salaries, disciplining, or resignation of specific public officers, appointees, or employees of the town. That's a long sentence. The subject matter of the closed session is relating to the Planning Commission vacancy. I need a motion to go into closed session.
So moved.
Mr. Dijak. Seconded by Ms. Estes. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Thank you very much. We are now in closed session as of 4:32. We should go. All right, I need a motion to adjourn the closed session.
Second.
Ms. Estes, and that was second by Mr. Dijak. During discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Thank you. We are now out of closed session at 5:57. With respect to the just concluded closed session, and to the best of each member's knowledge, only the public business matters lawfully exempted from open meeting requirements under the Freedom of Information Act, and only such business matters as were identified in the meeting by council. And Ms. Hall, I need a roll call, please.
Certainly. Ms. Estes. Mr. Sager,
Aye.
Ms. Pennell. Present. Aye. Mr. Cockburn,
Aye.
Mr. Hensley,
Aye.
Mr. Dijak,
Aye.
Mayor Lee.
Aye. This now concludes the town council work session at 5:58. There you go.
Watch leaning back in these chairs, so what might happen.
Ms. Hall, we okay?
All
right. Good evening, everybody. It's my pleasure to call the November 10th, 2025 meeting of the Dayton Town Council to order at 6:02. I'd like to remind everyone there's a sign-up sheet at the entrance for those who are interested in speaking during the public comment portion of tonight's meeting. And Ms. Hall, I need a roll call, please.
Certainly. Mr. Cockburn,
Present.
Mr. Dijak, Ms. Estes, Mr. Hensley,
Here.
Ms. Pennell. Present. Mr. Sager,
Present.
Mayor Lee.
Present. If I could have everyone to join me in the invocation followed by the Pledge of Allegiance, please. Lord, we thank you today for this evening, to be able to come together for the betterment of our town. Come to you today with a spirit of gratitude, and we thank you for all the blessings that we had. And we hope that during the coming months, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and the holidays, we find that way to pass those blessings along to people that need them more than we do, perhaps. Please please be with us as we travel about this evening. Please be with us in our meeting. Help us make good decisions. Keep us safe. Keep the policemen and the fire workers and the military and everybody safe. In your name we pray. Amen.
Allegiance to the flag, of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. All right, next we have, this is pretty special. Founded in 1775. First, we have a proclamation recognizing the U.S. Marine Corps. It's the 250th birthday. And I'm going to ask Councilman Hensley to read the proclamation for us. And thank you, sir.
So with that, the day marks the 250th birthday of the United States Marine Corps. For all double dogs. And the proclamation reads, whereas on November 10th, 1775, the Continental Congress established the Continental Marines, beginning a legacy of selfless service and valor that has protected the United States for nearly 2.5 centuries. And whereas the United States Marine Corps is the nation's force and readiness, embodying the core values of honor, courage, and commitment, and upholding the sacred motto Semper Fidelis, always faithful. And whereas the Commonwealth of Virginia is proud to be the home of the crossroads of the Marine Corps, and that's the Marine Corps base Quantico, Virginia, which is a short distance from the Shenandoah Valley, which continues to shape and train the future leaders of the Corps. Whereas the historic town of Dayton recognizes and honors the immense sacrifices and distinguished service of all Marines, especially the veterans and active duty personnel who call the town of Dayton and Virginia home. Whereas we encourage all citizens to reflect upon the dedication of the Marine Corps and support their community efforts, including the annual Toys for Tots program, which brings joy to children in our Commonwealth. Now therefore, Sam Lee, Mayor, Town of Dayton, does hereby proclaim November 10th, 2025 as the United States Marine Corps birthday, the town of Dayton, Virginia, and urges all residents to recognize and celebrate the courage and commitment of the United States Marine Corps. Witness whereof he hereunto sets his hand and causes the seal of the town of Dayton to be affixed this 10th day of November 2025. Mayor Lee.
Thank you very much, sir.
Good.
Thank you, Mr. Henry. We have more things to chat about later on in the program. We'll try to stay on course. Next on the agenda tonight is the presentation of the fiscal year 25 audit report. I'd like to welcome and introduce Miss Megan Argenbright, partner with Brown Edwards, who is here tonight to provide us with the final audit report. No. Thanks for being here.
Yes. And I guess I'll start by thanking the town staff, Krista in particular, for all of her work on getting the audit ready. I love that I present to you guys in November. This has to be done by December 31st. So just to point that out, you guys are doing a great job by having this in November. I love you for it. I'm gonna do a very brief overview of the report, the audit report. You guys have the documents. We just placed the paper documents with you this evening. We did issue a clean opinion, an unmodified opinion. That is the most important thing I will say to you. So I'll say it one more time. We did issue an unmodified, clean opinion on the.
Very
financial
good,
statements.
very good. We'll take that.
Sanitize, sorry.
Good.
Just sprayed it everywhere.
One thing that is in the opinion this year, if you were, I'm just pointing out things that are different, right? So if you were to, because everybody opens FY 24 and then opens FY 25 and compares them, I'm not sure, but there was a new standard this year, is GASB 101. It was for compensated absences. What that means simply is that your vacation, sick, all your PTO time is now recorded when earned and over the course of time, as opposed to just historically.
Yes, ma'am.
They're not. They're on. So, also attached to that letter. About this, that is attached all. Throughout the body. However, you know about, you know. He needs to do. Two items down. To the top, that was asked for, that of years. On, but it was a kind of. And then also after that. The title, that we also again very important, so yeah. And we. Well, we actually. So, yeah, I don't take it by all for that we're not very. Do you guys have?
It's a thank you to you, Grandson. Haven't done already.
I love it.
And we love getting good news.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
Thank you, and thank you to Krista, Ryan, and the finance team for taking care of business. I was gonna say, those lists from years ago have whittled down to just minor items that any organization's gonna find. So, right, I mean, that's a, Krista, Clean unmodified, that's my, translates to A+. There you go.
Yeah.
Good
I-
foundation for the town.
I love it. Thank you so very much for coming. Thank you for presenting to the. All righty, next on the agenda, I need a motion to approve the minutes on the work session and regular council meeting on the October 14th meeting as
I
presented.
gotta interrupt you on that. I don't know if all y'all checked your emails. We got an email from Elizabeth. I was reviewing the minutes sent out on the October 14th working session in which memorial plans for my husband Zachary Fletchell and former councilman Todd Collier were discussed. Two things need to be corrected. First, Zach's name is spelled with a K, not an H at the end. Second, I have never indicated to anyone in town that any initiative taken by the town would be appreciated, and this needs to be removed. Prior to the October 14th meeting, I spoke with Mayor Sam Lee one time in regards to the memorial for Zach. We ran into each other at North River Marketplace in Bridgewater shortly after his election, and I brought it up to him. I mentioned I had an exciting idea for concrete cornhole boards after seeing them at Central Park in Cape Charles, Virginia. I mentioned Sunset Park didn't need another bench, and cornhole boards would be a great community addition to the park. Plus, they felt more Zach than a bench. I appreciate Councilwoman Estes getting this item tabled after I called her to share my concerns and wishes with her right before she entered the October 14th meeting. I also appreciate the opportunity I had to meet with Mayor Lee and Mr. Corder to discuss this issue on the 27th. At this time, I believe the four of us are on the same page. If there's any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. So I would like to move that we change that, have that taken out of minutes because it's not factual. The part about what Sam said, it needs to be removed. That was her request, so I'm asking to do that. But y'all always like, we pass the minutes and then ask if we want to change it, so I'm gonna change it. I want to change it before we pass it. If that can't be passed without her consent, like she wants it removed.
Yeah, and that, and
That's cool.
and to add to that,
Nomination, second.
Motion.
Well, I would like to move that we pull that out of the minutes and respect Elizabeth's wishes. Can I have a second?
So to get it back in order, I'll do the nomination, I think.
I think we have a
I
motion
just
from
need a
Ms.
motion.
Estes.
Does anybody want a second?
We haven't made the motion for the minutes to even talk about any.
yeah, we have to make a motion and then.
Well, I just want to change it before we pass it, because it makes no sense to me. I don't know, maybe I'm
And that's
sorry,
fine.
but
That makes.
Yeah,
you pass it and then change it, but if you're changing it after you pass it, it's already passed, so that's why I was told to say it ahead of time.
sure.
And I don't have my Robert. Rules in front of me, but I think in effect, what we have is a motion to adopt the minutes with the correction of the name spelling and the sentences.
And
being profane.
yes,
And it may not be 100% according to Robert's rules, but if no objection, perhaps.
yeah, and that's fine.
So I'll move to the motion as stated. So,
With the corrected
Yes.
spelling and the removal of that.
Minutes.
Simply to make the motion, and that's just a second.
I already made a motion, well, that's fine. That's whatever.
Is that good? We got it.
I guess just any discussion on the.
Any discussion on that? Any discussion?
Call the question.
I do have one comment. We, with the Mr. Corder and Ms. Fletcher and myself, it was a very pleasant and, conversation, and things are moving forward very smoothly. We're all on the same page. So thank you,
She
Emily.
stopped you.
I'm sorry.
After she stops you, made you turn the direction in the right meeting, you know, when two honest people are friends, they tell each other. Just let you know that. I think she's owed an apology, so
Well, we
we'll
had,
discuss that later.
sure, but that's the only thing. So it's a correct, spelling corrected, sentence removed.
Yeah.
Very,
I've got two instances for exactly how to page, so that hey, I corrected those, and took out the mistakes. Mayor Lee noted that he had also spoken to Mrs. Fletcher, and it's even that information that taken by the town will be greatly appreciated.
sounds good.
Okay.
Sounds good. Can we have a roll call, please?
Certainly.
Ms. Estes.
Yeah.
Mr. Dijak,
Aye.
Mr. Cockburn,
Aye.
Ms. Pennell. Aye. Mr. Sager,
Aye.
Mr. Hensley,
Aye.
Mayor Lee.
Aye. Thank you very much. Motion passes.
Joe.
Yes, ma'am. And the only action item on tonight's agenda is the thank you.
One item too early for that. Oh.
The only action item on tonight's agenda is a consideration of appointment action for the vacancy on the planning commission. Earlier this evening, council interviewed the interested candidates. Council would like to thank all of the applicants for their interest and willingness to serve the town. And they all would be a wonderful addition to the town's boards and commissions. After discussion, the council has decided to appoint Mr. Chad Moore to the planning commission to serve a term beginning November 10th, 2025 and expiring June 30th, 2029. Can I get a motion on this, please?
So moved.
Mr. Dijak. Motion and seconded by Ms. Estes. Any discussion? We had some discussion. Ms. Hall, we're ready for roll call.
All
please.
right, Mr. Dijak,
Aye.
Ms. Pennell. Aye. Mr. Cockburn,
Aye.
Mr. Sager,
Aye.
Mr. Hensley,
Aye.
Ms. Estes,
Aye.
Mayor Lee.
Aye. Passes. Thank you so much. And I believe we have made our way to public comments. We will now hear from any in-person citizen who signed up for the public comment portion of tonight's meeting. Each speaker will be limited to 5 minutes and time may not be shared with other speakers. I encourage comments to be respectful as we all work together for the betterment of Dayton. There should be an opportunity to find common ground and to seek solutions. I'll remind council this is an opportunity for public comment, but we are not to engage in any discussion during the comment period. And I have Ms. Shockey. Say your first name? Lila Shockey. I didn't want to mess that up.
My name is Lila Sharp, and I live at 250 Street, and I'm here tonight for requesting information. To install a little. In our home. And it's in. Well, federal government has staff over 42 million American. On staff. So. That's. And it's inevitable that in parts. Our client is struggling to the constantly very much. A little re-entry in simple grassroots way is not to be flexible. The concept is similar to a little free library around town, but suddenly we're talking about what's there and I do provide good. The idea is to be looking at a little pretty entry is not meant to replace real resources, but it's it's all the my husband and I have already purchased material, but we are happy to install it on our property. However, install a little instead of buying a physical door or sidewalk, it's an accessible and marketable home. Provide a safe location. It keeps my more additional traffic. Students. Any basic federal cutbacks. Show the provision of a flower program is typically willing to. Really the little inflation. Of the competence taxpayers know, but it's sort of a state program. So it provides an either under the still. Thank you for considering this capacity.
Thank y'all. Y'all rock.
Thank
That's
you.
amazing. I'm about to cry.
Hey, Lila, for what it's worth, and I was gonna say this for good of the order after the business, but Jane Brathwaite is also doing collections for
Yeah.
food.
Yes.
Yes.
So, and we have. That we, that, unfortunately. I want.
Sure.
You know, it's taking our craft, you know, it's, they gotta be part of it.
Yeah.
I'll figure that, you know, there was something that the community could have here, that they would kind of give everybody and following.
And we were actually thinking the same thing, either at our house or at the meeting house.
Yeah.
So.
That's good
So
stuff.
we'll be happy to follow them our house if they're not.
Make sure you stay in touch with us.
Yeah,
Sure,
maybe there's
you
an opportunity. I was gonna say the same route, but I just talked to Jane over the weekend and she's interested in trying to drum that up. Maybe there's an opportunity for coordination, because yeah, we'll raise some.
So how? Oh, but it's all right, she wants that.
Good stuff.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You.
Thank you so much.
That's just wonderful. Such an. That's amazing.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Shockey. That's the only thing we have, only sign up we had for, public comments, which moves us to staff reports. Mr. Bourne, do we get a manager's report?
Sure, let me. Some papers around, give me a sec. Okay. In addition to this in the packet, I've got a few things I want to bring out. They also be in the packet, Date had its inaugural date power hour, on the which was very well attended. Gary Porter, posted that. It was regarding marketing strategies with its budget. We had 10 units made up of local businesses and nonprofit organizations. So that was a good start. We'll be looking at having more of these, so keep ear or eye out for the next. The bonfire and trick or treat event at Sunset Park was very well attended. Lots of kids and families running around enjoying the evening. Lots of candy was given away. Almost all of the hot dogs were eaten. All of the s'mores were gone. So we lasted a little longer than last year, because last year we ran out 250 minutes. This year we had a good crowd. I think it was more because our food was. Let's see here. We have some upcoming events that I'd like to mention. Of course, members of our veterans, we will be observing Veterans Day tomorrow. That is a holiday. So town hall offices will be closed. The drop box, of course, will be available for like 8 minutes. Want to drop that off. Have our holiday newsletter. It has been printed, folded, and everything, and it's ready to be mailed out later this week. So that will be arriving in the boxes hopefully soon. We also have the Thanksgiving holiday coming up. That's the 26th, 27th, 28th. Christmas parade is December 5th, 6 p.m. We have the rest of the Christmas party December 10th at 5 p.m. That will be weird. Downstairs in town hall. And in the holiday decorating contest, the deadline to enter that is December 1st. We have all of these things on our website. They've all been updated. If you go to the website, discover date, go to Holiday Central. We'll see them for all of them. Also, this coming Saturday, November 5th, Sweet Holly Bates Bakery is having a ribbon cutting for the downtown location.
Did you say 5th or 15th?
At 11. Saturday, November 15th.
15th, okay, okay.
Did she change out on the spot?
No, she's still open.
She's open on the 11th. Ribbon just on the 15th.
I might not go by. Better.
So that's for Saturday, 11. And then we have other events. I'll just read them off. There's a list on the website. We have November 28th, a small town Christmas, downtown Dayton, from 5 to 8. November 29th is Small Business Saturday. That's nationwide. But let's not remember our small business, just on Small Business Saturday. Every day is Small Business Day. Right. December 1st is the deadline, of course, for the decorating contest. And then December 6th, we have the day party, Christmas open house. And rest of the Christmas party, is the judging for the contest that take place. But anyway, that's all I've got,
We've got some fun stuff.
unless I missed a note.
Can I ask you a question? I noticed something in the paperwork. It said hosted town manager monthly collaboration in-person quarterly meeting in Bridgewater Coffee. I like with what, like other managers, or you're meeting with townspeople or?
Other managers, we have a monthly meeting that happens virtually on the computer. It's just all of the managers that get together. We talk about different issues, different things that's going on. Working with DOT is a big topic a lot. Just things like that, policy, budget, what's going on in the economy. All those things that on a quarterly basis, we do have in person. And, we, had that meeting here in Dayton. This past. So
That's cool.
it's a good
I was just wondering, I had never seen it in the paper.
Yeah, of course,
We
we
think
move
that's
around
nice.
from different towns.
Different locations.
Each person is only four,
That's good stuff.
and that's only town managers. And we have the county manager attend at times. Because we do all work. Posted, so. We do some days, so. It's a good network. I try to make every.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bourne. Mr. Trout, Police Department, sir.
Tells what it says. I said, tell us what it says. It's in front of us. No. I'm sorry. Correct. Okay. Okay. Okay.
So we'll expect a heavy police patrol when we have our hometown Christmas in case it spills out into the street. We'll pop in. There's never any problems. No. But I can redeem myself. Give me a few
I got
minutes.
some coal in the basement of my daddy's house.
I-
probably,
I
but
can
think
fix it,
they
I
fixed the
promise.
house, but-
I promise I'm gonna fix it here in a minute.
Okay, I do have a legitimate question. Did you get your police car?
Yes.
Okay, so it's operational?
Yes, it's already. in use.
Okay.
Very good. Very good.
Oh, you didn't get it? You didn't get it pass yours down?
No.
Oh,
I live where you're- or-
okay.
Before we quit about public safety. Ask Chief if he has any updates on the firehouse. You're Chief. Or heard any?
They look to be moving on.
I think they get, we're behind.
on this one.
So.
Brad, change that. Talking to Casey, everything's on schedule, like Chief said, but building, and they are looking at actually having it finished in January, February. So. it's moving along. And with the people graduating from academy, that should line up, should already be like training already. Well, they're up to firehouse staff.
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah, the reason I ask is because, this photo right there, with the little, I think that was a big question about when the firehouse was going to be done, with holes over there, that kind of, so. I fire, and I think that was a big discussion. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because it's not gonna be, it's not like a volunteer fire department. It is not gonna have a social hall or an auxiliary. It is just the, yeah, yeah.
I couldn't answer. I just told him, just be on the lookout and some kind of.
You were gonna.
Yeah, if I may, Mr. Mayor,
Sure,
yeah,
sure.
yeah, question that came up at the last meeting from assistance, and so, yeah, about the, warning signs, I did have a chance to, follow Captain Ramsey and, Ms. Resnick, who's, in the fire department there too, that, so at this point, they don't have there's not an electronic flashing sign or anything that's planned because it's not VDOT required. They did say, however, they may consider, just a standard, yellow diamond sign on either side of 42. Just more that, there's a fire station crossing up ahead. But I mean, I guess so that'd be consistent with, other stations, so.
Thanks for asking.
Yeah. Right.
I don't know, somebody hit 181 the other night.
Yeah, how many drivers are like this?
All of them.
Yeah.
There you go. Thank you very much, Mr. Stroud. Mr. Bowman, do we have anything for legal counsel, Mike, please, sir?
I'll have a map sitting in front of you. You're aware that for many, many months, we have been talking with Dominion about renewing their electrical franchise, to provide electricity within the town.
Yes, sir.
And in connection with that, adding the scope of running fiber optic cables on some of their poles. We have been caught up on primarily one issue with respect to that franchise negotiation, which is they wanted the scope to install lines on any public place in town, which would be parks, parking lots, other areas that we would rather they not install lines. And we were hoping to limit that scope. We've not made substantial progress in that discussion, although they've recently indicated they may be willing to make some concessions on that point. But they're in a timing crunch with respect to their fiber installation. And that they have crews that are working to install fiber in Rockingham County. And you can see the map in front of you is there's a blue line that runs the town. And that is my understanding is that is fiber conduit that would be installed on existing poles. That is necessary really for them to finish installing and get service to county residents. This is not service fiber that would benefit town residents, but it is fiber optic that would provide internet, high-speed internet service to residents in Rockingham County that are outside the town. And so they have come to us with a request that we continue working on the franchise, but give them temporary rights to go ahead and put up a fiber line in the location shown on blue. Ultimately, there would be a short-term memorandum of agreement regarding that line. We have a couple of years to finish negotiating the electric, but there's really not a rush on that. And we can enter into a memorandum of agreement that is for a term of less than 5 years. With regard to the fiber, that wouldn't involve newspaper advertisement or public hearing or a lot of the other procedures. They would really like to get going, and I've been asked to relay to you that if you're amenable to that sort of agreement, bring it back to you next month for your review and approval. But two, they'd love to begin doing some work between now and next month. And where the blue line is here, they would like to put fiber up, and they wouldn't make it live. They wouldn't run signal through it until the memorandum of agreement was reviewed and approved by you next month. But they could at least begin putting it up on the pole. I told them that I would brief you on the matter and see what your pleasure is, but it wasn't really a decision that I could make. But I'm happy to answer questions. I may or may not have the answer.
They don't believe in our parks.
Well, this would,
They're literally gonna stick to, that's just to do this to start. They started first.
what they're asking for now is to put fiber conduit on existing poles. They're not talking about installing new poles unless it perhaps upgrades to one.
So minimal disruption with just on existing homes.
Correct.
You know what would be nice? If someone representing them could come and make a presentation to us and tell us exactly what they will and won't do, so it'll be on our record.
Yeah, we could invite someone
Is that correct?
to come to your meeting at the next meeting.
But if they want,
I'll tell you that their legal counsel has been at times difficult to deal with. And that because this matter has been between lawyers, you might end up with the lawyer at the next meeting, and I'm not confident how productive it would be. But it's your pleasure to invite a representative to you.
well, it sounds like they're asking us, but they're telling us.
Well, you don't have to do anything here. From my perspective, it's you're caught in a bind.
Yeah.
Because they've been difficult to deal with on the electric franchise. But the request to install some of this fiber on this particular route is not in and of itself an unreasonable request. And yes, it's not town citizen, it's your neighbor.
It just feels like a courtesy to let the citizens on that particular route, hey, here's what's going on. But it doesn't sound like we're gonna have a chance to do that.
Well, it'll
How
be-
about-
From what I understand, it'll be just installing the line on the pole.
Correct. It's
That-
putting
that's
the line up
simply-
the pole.
Putting the line up on the pole.
Yeah, it's not a big line. It's just a little black line. They don't, my position would be that they don't have the right to put it on the pole unless you, agree to let them.
I'd like to see the MOU before we authorize, I mean, that's just me, because I
funny too.
think I would just ask, Jordan, I know without getting to, I know we had covered a little bit in executive session before, have they addressed any of the issues that were raised?
I think we're down on the electric franchise. I think we're down solely to that, prior issue that I articulated.
Okay.
And I have a little more optimism that we're gonna get to a resolution on that issue. With respect to the MOU, it would be fairly basic that, that they can install this fiber here, and they ultimately they're not the user, they lease it out. So they're putting it on the pole, they're leasing it to a third party company, and, yeah, but it's up to you, if you wanna wait and see the MOU next month. That's certainly your prerogative. I suppose the potential impact, would be a little bit less.
I'm comfortable with installing the line and the agreement. As long as they don't do anything above and beyond installing the line.
literally just this month. See, that's the problem. That was like that guy trying to do the duplex. He was saying, well, as of now, all the ones that know that we're done, and we're gonna block them. But that means they can change them. As long as you say it's literally that's that line.
That's
I'll
what-
go with Bradford on this, whatever you say. It's out of my little house. I'm worried about the part.
Yeah.
Wait,
Brian?
Brian, if I may, at least just to put some context in Jordan. Kind of went back, but originally, we were going to keep franchise agreement in spite of set. However, Dominion did not want to do that, they wanted.
Right.
And with their, unwillingness, with difference between public place versus public right of way. That's the big difference in our model.
That's
I
right,
think.
yeah.
Installed it, so it's of their own doing, time. Yes, they say putting up fiber on existing lines is all they're gonna do. Be connected. I don't know where. We have to trust them. Which I don't have a problem doing, but, I don't know, I have mixed feelings about an MOU coming after that.
Yeah. So what I'm hearing and seeing is they're not punching holes in the ground. They're not disturbing public right of ways or public space. They're literally just asking to use the line probably from out there across and then up and around, back out to the countryside again. So, we could trust but verify, that's what they're doing. And it's just that one line, a couple of us eyeing them up as they go, kind of thing. And I can give you the line up there.
Yeah, and if I may, I think that's where I'm kind of, I think just for the benefit of the, residents who are out in attendance too, I think this is an issue that's come up again several months ago. Again, they're looking, this is part of that county with all points broadband that's extending into rural areas. This has nothing to do with Glow Fiber because we're all fortunate enough to have that because we took care of that a couple of years ago with the franchise agreement. But I think, and I have no objection to the plan in general, but I think, as Brian said, this is their own doing, trying to, horse trade with us. And quite frankly, I have no problem with moving forward, but I would just say not until December. I think we owe it to, because again, we have franchise agreements with Comcast, Dominion, Verizon, each of these, utilities that use public right of way. And I think it would be, I was also looking at precedents too. I don't think, if they were in such a hurry, they should have countered Jordan's offer months ago when we talked about this in the summer. And, they'll have to talk to the county about that. That's really the issue. But if they could wait, I would just say, wait till December. Let's make it official. That way, everyone who's out here who may be impacted could review it. And I think as stewards of public right of way, I think we just kind of owe it there because who's to say, Comcast or, Glow Fiber comes back and say, oh, well, hold on a second, you guys just sort of did a handshake agreement and link it and on this, and we're, so that's.
Go ahead, put that.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Plus one on that. Those signs or those poles that they marked USA, I would understand that those were one place. That's why they're marked. And we have quite a few poles that are marked USA on in front of our house. So I don't know how they can run a line and they come back later and replace the pole after you give them permission to do so. Especially, ground people folks.
No, you go ahead.
Just to chime in on polls, they have an existing, my understanding is they have an existing electric line.
Right.
And they already have the right under their current franchise to replace poles. And so I guess, my understanding of the nature of their request is to install the line in this location. If they change the poles, that wouldn't be something that they would need to permission. I got you. They already have that.
Yeah, and I don't know, if that was all part of this whole broadband payment that they received or what?
I have no idea, but I'm simply, I guess, seeking a consensus from you about, do you want to do anything now? If not, that's fine. Do you want me to bring back an MOU for your consideration at your next?
Given, given
Yes.
what Bradford said earlier, I think it
Yes.
is, you know. Since we're not, allowing one company, some kind of, we did without.
I have no objection to that. I just want to make sure that if I'm working on something that I'm doing what they be doing. Okay.
Don't matter to me, they got 40,000 lines on each view down anyway.
Yeah.
Another one you wouldn't notice. So what's the difference? Yeah. I mean, that's the truth. If they just come through, put new lines on there again, I have no idea what's going.
Yeah, they're all, some of them.
Yeah, to a tree falls on there, oh, not mine, see it, oh, those are my kids. Like,
What the front punches?
I think, just when once you mobilize the crew, that there's expense with, them not being able to do other work and kind of be waiting on needing to do work. So they wait till they go on to block grading or where else they're working.
They were already here, they mobilized over Silver Lake. So they've probably done both ends, now we're.
I think that's correct.
Mr. Bowman, just a point of clarification, or do you need a formal motion or just consensus? That would like an MOU brought back next month.
Why don't you go ahead and make a formal motion?
I'll go ahead and make said motion if that's all right with council there, that we advise Mr. Bowman, and Mr. Bourne, that they communicate to Dominion Electric that they bring back an MOU before any work is to be done in connection with the broadband project. Town right away.
And I'll second that.
So Bradford and Mr. Henson. And I guess we need to do a roll call.
Absolutely. Mr. Dijak,
Aye.
Mayor Lee,
Aye.
Ms. Pennell, Mr. Cockburn,
Aye.
Mr. Sager,
Aye.
Mr. Hensley,
Alright.
Ms. Estes.
Passes. Mr. Bowman, thank you very much. Let's see that come. Let's turn them loose.
He does not.
He does. And now, now we move to mayor and council reports. I'll let Mr. Dijak for finance committee go first.
Yes, sir. Real quick, just again, just compliments to Ms. Hall and Mr. Bourne team for another sterling audit report. So again, it's huge for the town, again, building on our sound finances that allows us to springboard into our future topics, which will be about the budget. So we'll look for, I know, which is everyone's favorite. But again, that is no small feat given what, again, we've made inroads here. It's we'll get through the holidays first.
Not wrong.
So there you go. But again, what we are, I think the finance committee will tentatively plan for a meeting in December just to review those few items and prepare for January's discussion on the budget.
Very good. Ms. Pennell, personnel.
Yes, personnel did meet on October 30th, and then also a proposed session on November 7th. And focusing on staff updates, policy evaluations, and also handbook updates as well. So we have business that we'll be bringing to the council to nation.
All right. Very good. Thank you very much. I wanted to commend Mr. Porter again on the power. That was particularly nice and well done. It was long enough and short enough. We shared some good thoughts there. And so I wanted to thank you again for doing that. Look forward to the next one. I think it's important to keep on doing that. I hope we do that. And I had some a list of random things and Mr. Bourne hit them all and Mr. Bradford hit them all, but Ms. Shockey, thank you again. Along with that, and Jane at Braithwaite, there's some other, any way to help, that's a bit of a soft spot with me, reaching out and helping people, any type of pantry. I help my wife with a little business downtown, and we're gonna do a food drive. Mr. Trout knows about it. We're going to do a little a food drive where we collect food for people who are having a rough chapter. And we do it the weekend before Thanksgiving. We're going to be at the town hall in the morning of the 22nd. And I'm going to be here probably from about 9:30 to 11:30 in case anybody has some extra food they want to drop by. But we'll be here. Mhm. And this year we'll be working with the corner cupboard pantry. That's a corner of Main Street, Harrisburg, Emmanuel Episcopal Church. So we'll be working with this year, but we'll make a big food donation, and then we have some nice sponsors that we'll enjoy some door prizes and lunch. But anybody that's helping anybody during the holiday season, that's a great deal. So Ms. Shockey, thanks again. To Jane Braithwaite, that's awesome. Tomorrow we get to celebrate the Veterans Day. We get to salute and celebrate all the brave veterans. So we got special stuff coming up tomorrow. And yeah, we've got some exciting things happening in Dayton. Well, we got a lot of nice things coming. That's a real good job. And I won't go over the notes because we went over most of them. Are there any unfinished business to discuss tonight? Anybody? Go ahead.
Thank Gary.
Yeah.
Also, like, hopefully, that Angela, our last town manager, very helpful in this situation. President reached out to her, and Angela reminded us, and I know she sent y'all an email, she didn't get a response, but she sent an email about Todd Collier's family, how he'd already decided to put 2 bitches down by the creek. And if you just needed to go ahead and get the plaque done, she's already moved. Go ahead, she might not want a big ceremony, but make sure you show her the type of plaque you want to put up, and let's go ahead and get that done because they've already okayed it and want to get that done. I don't know, the pictures are already down there, what I thought, they are. So we need to finish that up, but really thank you to Angela because dealing with this whole situation, she was the one who made, most of feel really comfortable when she wasn't ready to make a decision. Angela backed her on that. She still continued to be very helpful in this situation. So I want to thank you. And another thing, day cans, black trash cans. Like, it was crazy. I talked to Jennifer. She said that's all they had. So I went to the Elton days. I talked to friends with Josh. So they have these cardboard boxes, their trash bags are in. It's a free piece of it. So you have to connect to this. Maybe this we won for free for next year. That would be Days. Urban also has a connection there to get it for free. Just to add some more trash can usage because it wasn't very nice. That's all.
And I wish that made me think of something. I would make sure Christine Wade knows that I'll volunteer to do the same street again. Those little situations that you and I figured out, we'll do. I actually had dinner with Angela Saturday night, and I stay in touch with and made the phone call to Todd. We did have a very pleasant conversation, and so that might be what she got some. But she was it's very nice. It was good to see her. Anybody else? Any more comments? Yes. Yes.
I just have an announcement that AMVETS Post 7, well, all veteran service organizations in our area will be doing something to recognize tomorrow. We had a good veteran parade in Harrisonburg on Sunday, a lot of fun. And the city has actually talked about maybe doing away with, what I understand, the parade for lack of participation, but there were people out there. It was well.
It's the Harrisonburg one?
Yeah, it was well attended. But AMVETS Post 7 on North Liberty Street, they're gonna have a Veterans Appreciation Buffet that's open to military, reservists, National Guard, veterans, and their families. So, widows, that don't really have family for that day, that wanted to go do something like that, it's available. That'll be from 12 to 5 tomorrow. And, that's all I've got.
That's good stuff.
I have another question. I didn't know why we were going into closed session tonight. Evaluation with somebody, we weren't giving evaluation papers to.
We're not going into,
Staff, didn't get evaluation papers like last year, so I don't wanna do it.
We're not doing
Without-
evaluation.
yeah, we're not doing that.
You're not doing that tonight? All right, good, so that's all.
Is there, anybody,
At the risk
any
of
other comments?
prolonging it, yes, sir. Yeah, just real quick there, just to continue on the good news Nathan segment here, which is, again, yes, thank you, Ms. Shaggy, for the, I think in highlighting the food drive issue, I'm glad Sam's talked about that, and Jane, I think anything we can do to coordinate, collaborate, that's
Absolutely.
great. Time of need, this is the time, this is a grateful, community and a grateful town, and,
And a great
I don't-
police.
and a great, yeah, so we've got a lot to be thankful for along those lines too. Just excited for Small Town Christmas coming up. And Small Business Saturday, as kind of already mentioned. So that's exciting. Also keep in mind, tying in with veterans in the season, Wreaths Across America, Fort Harrison is again, what's promoting that. They are accepting donations, and of course, it's a fantastic ceremony. I encourage anyone, if you haven't been there, I've always enjoyed that time. It's always the second Saturday of the month. And of December at 11:30 a.m. at Pennsville. So start there, then walk right across the street, play the wreath. So fantastic. And so
And then-
they accept that.
And then finally, we mentioned small town Christmas.
No, that's what I just mentioned. Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. That Friday.
Well,
So
not only is that gonna be nice, here's my makeup. There's been a request for the famous Grinch in the area. And I'm happy to report that he will be in town. That's all I can say. But you'll be very, there's a possibility that I know him.
yeah.
22nd.
22nd, what time?
I'm gonna be here at 9:30. I'm gonna be here at 9:30 and then,
Facebook, like, Jerry.
corner coverage is, gonna be here about 11:30. We're gonna load up his car and then we're gonna take.
Last thing I had, Mayor, Mr. Mayor, sorry, I just point of personal privilege. I just wanted to, I just go on record as, this may not be Dayton news, but it's news for me, and that's, recognizing my parents' 50th wedding anniversary this Saturday. So, Martha Dijak, they may not be Dayton residents, but they're here enough, they practically are. So there you go. You'll see my dad always volunteering at the 5 a.m. in the morning. There's with us, but anyway, so just wanted to go on record and publicly say I'm excited for them. So there you have it. Okay.
Okay, now, I
Can't wait to
will,
give it-
maybe this will be the last thing, but anyway, the request from the Shaktis about the food tent.
Yes.
Now, is there any ordinance objection? Yeah, instead of wait till December, they get it done, can they put it up on their own property until the town accepts or tells them, no, it can't go there?
I got a feeling they're gonna be real happy with the news that we're gonna give them. We're gonna make sure we follow all the
But
rules.
if they want to put it up before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
We were talking about next council meeting, 8th of December. Is the next Thanksgiving.
Decide
It
now.
should be
Y'all
done
got some
now.
property y'all wanna give up? I say decide now.
I mean, is there any reason they can't put it, there's no ordinance, correct?
I'd have to look into it.
That's why, that was my comment about make sure she stays in touch with us the next couple of days.
Okay,
With no intention to wait, they'll find out something way before the next.
I
meeting.
say this week.
we'll move it around, that way. you
If
won't
there's
do it.
no objection and there's nothing against it in our ordinance.
Right.
It could be that stuff.
Okay,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yes.
so Matt, Lila, just give her your phone number
That,
and you tell them you're waiting on a phone call.
I'm not aware of anything in the town code that, that restricts it. I wonder if what we're looking for is just a motion to authorize staff to, look into the matter and go ahead and approve an appropriate place for it to be put up.
So
Well, I think that's what, that's what Brian, that's what Brian was, yeah.
There's been some contact stuff.
Okay.
So we got a motion, second.
We'll just find a location and staff will handle it.
That's fine.
No
All right.
problem.
Thank y'all, like real talk. That's the most amazing thing I've heard all.
I think that was a unanimous vote. for the-
It was a unanimous.
Yes. No,
Yeah, we had an official motion.
Go chill with the Grinch.
We had an official motion, we had a second.
What, can we call, yeah, I mean, a roll call or.
Oh, okay, then can we go through who made that
We-
motion, please?
So I
Sorry,
made,
I
I made
seconded
the motion based on the counselor's comment.
Okay,
And I seconded.
okay,
Now let's vote.
Roll call.
all right. Ms. Pennell? Aye. Mr. Hensley?
All right.
Mr. Dijak?
Aye.
Mr. Cockburn?
Aye.
Mr. Sager?
Aye.
Ms. Estes?
All right,
Mayor Lee?
I can just
Aye.
call. I swear to God, I'm gonna cry.
That was
You
easy.
guys
That
rock.
was.
All right.
Real
If-
talk, I ain't like.
we have-
Would it be
y'all
nice
are-
how government worked that easy?
do we have any, new business tonight? All right. Now we need to convene into a closed session as authorized by Virginia Code Section 2.23711 A1 for discussion, consideration, or interviews of prospective candidates for employment, assignment, appointment, promotion, performance, demotion, salaries, disciplining, or resignation of specific public officers, appointees, or employees of the town. Subject matter of the closed session is relating to annual performance review of the town manager. I need a motion to go in closed session.
I'll motion.
Second.
I'm sorry.
Mr. Cockburn,
Yeah,
Mr.
sorry,
Cockburn,
it's me.
Second.
and Bradford.
Thank
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? We're in closed session as of 7:05.
Freeze gone.
Have to go to some phone.
Okay.
Y'all can look.
Okay. Everybody back? Okay, the first thing we need is a motion to come out of closed session. Ms. Estes, and seconded by
I second.
Mr. Sager. Uh, Any discussion? Is that a roll call, Ms. Hall, or all in favor?
That's not paper.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Thank you very much. With respect to the just concluded closed session, and to the best of each member's knowledge, only public and business matters lawfully exempted from the open meeting requirements under the Freedom of Information Act, and only such public matters were identified in the motion by which the closed meeting was convened, were heard, discussed, or considered in the meeting by the council. Ms. Hall, I need a roll call, please.
All right, Mr. Cockburn.
Aye.
Mr. Dijak.
Aye.
Ms. Estes. Mr. Hensley.
Aye.
Ms. Pennell. Aye. Mr. Sager.
Aye.
Mayor Lee.
Aye. And coming out of the closed session, do we have a motion from the personnel?
So, do I talk about what we did or just say?
No.
As a recommendation from the,
So the recommendation from the personnel committee is that we provide a 2% merit increase for Mr. Bourne as our town manager based on job performance contributions to town operations, improved interactions with staff and council. And that funding will come from the fiscal year 2025 non-salary incentive budget. And the bonus will be retroactive to July 1st, 2025, based on observation between November 2024 and July 1st, 2025.
That was
Got
phrased
Got
as
it.
a recommendation, but I think, are you willing to make that a vote?
That's my motion.
Great.
so motion on the floor by Mr. Hensley,
I'll second.
Mr. Cockburn, second. And Krista, did you get all of the word?
I did.
Okay. And we'll do a roll call.
Absolutely. Ms. Pennell,
Aye.
Mr. Hensley,
Aye.
Mr. Dijak,
Aye.
Mr. Cockburn,
Aye.
Mr. Sager,
Aye.
Ms. Estes. And Mayor Lee.
Aye. Motion passes and that will be put in effect. And any other questions or comments? That brings us to the conclusion of tonight's meeting. If I can get a motion to adjourn. It sounded like Miss Estes. And seconded by,
I'll second.
who did, I didn't hear a second.
Sorry.
Mr.
I'll
Cockburn.
second. I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Aye. No, just kidding.
Meeting adjourned at 7:40.
Like you. Right.
I didn't give you,
I did it, I know,
I didn't give you a time coming out of the closed session, did I? Okay,
All right.
you got it.